Good morning. I thought I would take a little time this morning to show you how I put together the virtual choir anthems that you've been seeing and hearing in the services this year. So here is my setup. You can see my microphone and my computer here. The microphone is probably really familiar to some of you all that have been recording with me. So the first thing I do is I make a track that is just the accompaniment part. In this case, it's For All the Saints, which you would have heard last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure exactly when this video is going to be shown. But the first thing I'd lay down is the accompaniment track, so it's on organ in this piece. So here's a little bit of it. Then after I record the accompaniment track, I go back and I record the choir parts. So here's what the choir parts sound like by themselves. Now I do that so that when I send this part out to everybody in the choir, that they can all sing along to it and they can all be singing the same thing at the same time, so that it all lines up when I go to put it all together. So that's what the choir gets. They get the accompaniment part and they get the choir parts. And what they have to do is listen to that on one device while they record themselves singing their part on a different device. And then they send their parts to me that they've recorded. And I put them in here. You can see all the way down through here, each one of those lines is a different choir member that has either sent me their part or I recorded them when we met in church. If the people don't want to try to do it by themselves, they can arrange to have an appointment with me at church, and we social distance and do one at a time, and we record them from behind the plexiglass with my microphone. So once I've got all of the choir parts added in, the recordings that the choir members have sent me, I edit them and I make sure that they all line up. So you're going to hear a little bit of my tenor part and a little bit of Bill Warfield's tenor part, and you'll see at first that they don't quite line up here.
For all the saints who from their labors rest.
So you can see that right now Bill's is a little bit ahead of mine, so I have to zoom in here and then I move it around until it lines up. So let's see if that's a little better.
For all the saints who from their labors rest.
It's a little closer, but it's still just a little bit ahead, so I'm going to move it just a little bit more. We'll see if that's better still.
For all the saints who from their labors rest, who they bind.
So there you go. Now that's all lined up. So I go down through and I do that with each one of the lines that the choir members send me. Line them up with the main track so that they all sound together. And then I can take out if somebody enters at the wrong time or if somebody coughs or something in the middle of a take, I can easily snip that part out. I'll show you here. I can just snip one little bit of it and then skip ahead to another part and snip a little bit of that, and then I can delete it. And that part's gone. So that's how we put together what you see. And once all of them are edited together, I put it on a CD, and then I give that to whoever's running the soundboard that day, and you get to hear the finished product. So that's just one way that the music department is still trying to reach out and get people involved and doing something and provide enrichment and musical beauty for you during these times. Hope you enjoyed seeing that.